that handsome Hollywood hunk, David Hasselhoff, joins us. You thought I was talking about the two of you, huh? Right after this.
You recognize that voice? That's Knight Rider star David Hasselhoff making his recording debut. The song is called Do You Love Me? The album, you guessed it, Night Rocker. David Hasselhoff is joining us this morning from Los Angeles. It's nice to see you again.
Good morning. That was great. I didn't know you were going to play it. That's great.
Listen, you've really been busy. You've got, obviously, the successful TV series. You have the TV movie with Joan Collins. Now you've got this album. How did the album come about?
Well, I started singing back in high school in musical comedy, and I went off and did The Young and the Restless, and I got stuck on that soap for about 6 years. Not that it's not a bad place to be, but I couldn't do much of anything else. And so when I got Knight Rider, I said to my wife, I said, let's do a series, an episode where I go undercover as a rock star, and maybe we'll get a record deal out of it. So what we did is Michael Knight became a rock star. I took all the dailies and made my own little home music video and presented 4 complete songs to Silver Blue CBS Records and cut a deal with them last year. And it seems to be working. I mean, the album comes out today, and it's like Dream 47B come true. I waited 8 years for this one.
And I should point out, too, your wife is Catherine Hicklin. Is marriage agreeing with you?
Yeah, we've been married almost 8 months last March 24th. I mean, who said it wouldn't last?
You're going to be going out on tour again, too. I mean, going out on tour is a very involved, complicated thing to put together, and I guess you're doing this on your time off, shall we say, from Knight Rider.
Right.
Are you enjoying, I know you came from the stage and performing. Are you looking forward to getting back to a live audience?
Yeah, I prefer a live audience. You know, with Knight Rider, it's short pops. You know, you do 2 pages here and 2 pages there, and if you get a reaction out of the crew, you're lucky. See these guys around here? But when you go out on stage, is that immediacy, you know, and I've got a good rapport with the audience because of Michael Knight. The kids love Michael Knight, which is great. And so the immediacy of the emotion is really something that I need on an emotional and a physical basis. It's a lot of fun. That's basically what it comes down to. Yeah,
now that's going to be, I guess, in what, late March or April that's going to get going, the tour.
Yeah.
But first you're going to Australia. Tell us
That's right.
Okay, tell us about it.
Well, I leave on March 4th to host the Most Beautiful Girl in the World contest, which is going to go out live to 50 countries. And the unique thing about the show is we're going to have open lines to 50 countries for 40 minutes. Last year we had open lines for 10 minutes, and they estimated that 30 million people tried to call and 400,000 got through. But I'm going to be singing the single on that and hosting the show from all over Australia, and it's great because I'm a scuba diver. I'm going to go to the Barrier Reef. That's one of the reasons I took the job. Okay,
now I wanted to ask you, you went to Hawaii, right, for your honeymoon, about a 4-week honeymoon?
Yes.
A little birdie told me that you came back, the hunk, came back a little bit overweight. And I guess your manager kind of got on your case, right?
Just say the least. I came back the Porco Rider. I was going to have to change a Trans Am to a van, man. I had more chins than a Chinese phone book. I had macadamia nut soup, macadamia nut pancakes.
Which have, what, about 500 calories apiece?
Yeah, there's 300 calories in those suckers they feed you on the airplane. You know, have macadamia nuts, ruin your career, you know.
So what did you do?
Well, I came back and hooked up with a guy by the name of Danny Isaacson. I said, find me the guy who put Travolta together.
That's right, that was his trainer, yeah.
Yeah, and he's basically in there for actors, you know, who go off on binges and want to come back for crash diets. And we got together and dieted and worked out and got in shape. And
how did you do it, though? What did you do?
Well, there's a lot of, the main thing is to stay away from alcohol, caffeine, and don't eat after 6 o'clock, and stay away from red meat. If you can do that, you can maintain your weight. The other thing is exercise. I mean, you can stay slim, but if you want to stay tight or pump up and look like a hunk, then you got to pump to be a hunk.
You still lifting?
So, huh?
You still lifting?
Still lifting, yeah. Well, it's difficult with the schedule now, you know, but I got the dumbbells in the motorhome.
All right, sounds like you have your hands full. Good luck on the tour.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Nice to see you again.
All right.